Niharika. I am here to present my seminar presentation on the topic Secure Socket Layer. Secure Socket Layer. It is used to provide security for communication between two users. Secure Socket Layer will provide the security for the data which is transferred between the web browser and the server. It ensures integrity, authentication, and confidentiality of the message. It lies between application layer and transport layer of TCP/IP. Secure Socket Layer includes four different protocols: Secure Socket Layer Record Protocol, Handshake Protocol, Chain Cipher Specification Protocol, Alert Protocol. This is Secure Socket Layer Protocol stack. Mainly, we'll discuss about four protocols. Before Secure Socket Layer, two main concepts must be implemented. One is connection and the other one is session. In order to communicate with both client and server, the first thing is the transport to provide the service, that we call it as connection. And the other one is session. It is associated between client and server. We call session as temporary time period. Session consists of multiple connections. Session will be generated by handshake protocol. Once session is created, automatically it consists of multiple connections. Every session will be identified by using some parameters which we use by all connections in that particular session. Suppose if we observe bank sites, if you log in to your net banking, just keep net banking site idle for 3 to 4 minutes. Automatically, you'll get the alert message that your session has been expired. So we have to re-log in to use the service. So that is session. And session consists of parameters. First one is session identifier. It is a byte sequence to identify two particular session. And the next one is P certification. In this certificate, we have to provide public key of the client as well as signature algorithm of parameters. Signature algorithm is nothing but a key pair consisting of public key and the private key. Private key is used to generate a digital signature for a message, and it is viewed by the signers corresponding public key. And next one is compression method. This parameter is used to say the compression algorithm used before encryption in Secure Socket Layer. And the next one is cipher specification. Here we can have an encryption algorithm and authentication algorithms like MAC hash algorithms. And the next one is master secret, which is a secret key shared between the client and server. And the next one is ECRI symbol. It is a flag which is used to know whether new connections or new sessions can be established by this particular session or not. So these are the parameters are commonly shared by each and every connection associated with this particular session. And next one is connection state parameters. First one is server and client random. There are byte sequences which are associated with a particular connection. And the next one is server write MAC secret. This is the MAC which is generated by the server for the data which is sent by the server. Here sender is server. And the next one is client MAC secret. MAC which is generated by the client for the data at the client side. Here sender is the client. And the server write key. This is the secret key used for conventional encryption which is sent by the server. And next one is client write key. This is shared key between the client and server, but this key is generated by the client. And the other one is initialization vector. There are like buffers or dummy bits used for the data or key in the mode of operation. So like log cipher mode of operation. And the next one is sequence number. It is generated and appended to each and every packet which has been sent to the transmission. Based on bandwidth, the data will be fragmented and sequence number will be allocated for each fragment at the receiver side, and it will collect all the packets and will collaborate at the packets with according to their sequence number. Coming to the main protocols, Secure Socket Layer, first one is Secure Socket Layer Record Protocol. It has two services. One is confidentiality, which we can get by encryption, and the second one is message integrity, which we can get by MAC, that is message authentication code. Now, working of secure socket layer. Here, first the application data is divided into fragments, and that fragment, and after the fragmentation, it is compression. Compression can be lossless compression, that is no data loss, but the size of the data is compressed. And for this compressed data, we have to calibrate the MAC code, and it is added to the end. And for this, next step is we have to do encryption. And after encryption, we have before encryption, it is of plain text, and after encryption, we get corresponding ciphertext. And in the last secure socket layer head append, we have to add secure socket layer at the starting of that layer. In secure socket layer record header, it consists of 4 fields. One is content type, and the other one is major version, which is of 3, and minor version, which is of 0, and next one is compressed length. Content type, in this will mention the higher layer protocol to which it is compressed and encrypted fragment will be sent. Compressed length is, if we use compressed function, we have to give compressed fragment length. And if we are not using the compressed function, we have to give the length of the plain text. Secure socket lane, and the next one is secure socket lane handshake protocol. It is represented by 3 fields. First one is byte type, second one is length, and the third one is content. Type is, it represents higher level protocols, and the length is, it represents the length of the message. Content is parameters associated with the message. It ensures authentication, and it is most complicated part on SSL. Key exchange between client and server will take place. Coming to the working of handshake protocol, 4 main steps will be followed. And the first one is client will establish a connection with the server. And the next one is key exchange from the server to client. And third one is key exchange from client to server. And the last one is handshake done from the server. So, general example, let us take. Suppose if you want to log into Gmail account, first we have to open the Google. Opening Google is nothing but establishing the connection with the server. Now, next step is Google will ask the client of login credentials like username and password. That is nothing but key exchange from the server to the client. And the next one is client will give the login credentials to the server. That is key exchange from the client to the server. And the next one is handshake done from the server. That is server say you are correct and your credentials are correct, so you can log in now. Next one is secure socket layer chain cipher specification protocol. It has mainly one message of single byte. It will copy the pending state into current state. And the other protocol is secure socket layer alert protocol. It is represented by 2 fields. One is level and the other one is alert. Alert related to SSL are sent to the clients. It has 2 bytes. Byte 1 has the values of 1 or 2. 1 indicates warning and 2 indicates fatal error. Byte 2 will specify the type of error. Some of the alerts used to convey while implementing the secure socket layer protocol are: first one is unexpected message, that is receiving inappropriate message. And the next one is bad record MAC. MAC generated is failure or fail to generate MAC. And the third one is decompression or failure. Here we are using the compression function in the sender side. Automatically all the receiver side we have to decompress it. While decompressing, if we get failed automatically it will send an alert so that immediately after getting the alert, connection will be disconnected. And the next one is handshake failure. Uh, from client to server or server to client, any one authentication fails, this alert will be displayed. Next is illegal parameter. Parameters which are associated with the handshake messages are some illegal parameters. Reminder of the alerts. And the next one is some of the reminders are close notify. That is either the sender or receiver saying that not to send an upcoming messages. No certificate is nothing but there is no certificate. Bad certificate is the certificate received is bad. Unsupported certificate is the certificate which is provided is unsupported. And the certificate record, revoked, certificate expired, certificate are unknown are some of the reminder of alerts. The major fields in the certificate are client identify and client public and signature parameters for the client. For each user, the client authority which is trusted third party will generate the certificates for authentication purpose, and these certificates will be exchanged. While exchanging these certificates, we get the above alerts. Thank you.